a fresh breeze. Ramesh Damani caught up with Manish Bhandari, and in this candid conversation, he began by asking him his views on the real estate sector. Let's hear them out.
If you look at the data, the Indian market, the real estate market, the land prices or the housing prices would have at least quadrupled between 2008 to 2014, 2013-14. And the way I reached to this hypothesis is my business takes me to a lot of small cities. And whenever I used to visit a small cities and I used to get an idea about the bubble in the housing prices or the land prices, it set me thinking that there's something wrong. And when I came back and disaggregate the whole chain, there were few key reasons why this whole bubble came to such a magnitude of disorder. And they were, and one was that there was a lax monetary policy by the government, by the RBI, not the government, the loose fiscal policy by the government, as well as the lax monetary policy by the government, which released a lot of liquidity in the system, and that created that liquidity.
And it flew into real estate.
Exactly, in some order or second. And second thing was also that in 2005 we allowed FDI in the real estate, and the FDI was supposed to create affordable housing, and rather than creating an affordable housing, it created inventory holding up and the rise in the price of the inventory, which created another set of problem for the real estate. And the third thing is that over a period of time, in that span of 2008 till 2012 or so, we had a negative real interest rate for the savers. So finally, that inadvertently eludes you to get invested
Going
in
to hard assets.
Exactly, versus the financial assets.
How does a second-level thinker like you come across with winning hypothesis from that hypothesis?
So when you go back on your drawing table and you see what all you could avoid, so one of the things was that you could avoid the direct real estate companies, and you would not take any exposure in the real estate companies where the underlying value of the business could diminish, or the derivatives of the real estate industry, which could be a very expensive, high-end housing finance companies also, where there would be asset prices growth but not the volume growth.
And there'd be NPA problems.
Yes. And the second thing was also my hypothesis on the real estate gave me a good idea to look at, not to look at investing in the banking sector. There is an exposure of the banking sectors in the real estate. They're close to 150 or to 170, $80 billion out of the $900 billion book, which gave me set me thinking that apart from the mortgage business, also real estate has found its collateral in the banking sector. So there would be a problem in the banking sector because of this. So I avoided being invested in the banking sector.
All right, let's get chatting about a couple of stocks.